So today is cruise day, and I'm going to be sailing with a cruise line on a newer ship that I've never sailed with before, which will be the P&O Iona. Now, of course, as usual, once we board this beautiful British cruise ship, the P&O Iona, I will give you all of the details and little giblets that you might be curious about. Also, another little nugget of information. It was only less than 1 year ago in November 2022 that I was at this very same port boarding Carnival's newest ship, the Celebration. Also, another little fact, I'm over here in Southampton, UK. So we're sailing out of today. And Southampton, UK is in fact where the doomed Titanic cruise ship, we all know about it, you know, the whole Jack and Rose thing, that ship actually sailed out of this city. Believe it or not, for this cruise, I was actually able to print out my boarding pass, and I think I have to go right over here to drop it off. Once we do that, we can go ahead and head into the terminal right over that way. So we drop our bags off? Yes. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Time to head on into the terminal. I'm so excited for today. It's gonna be a busy one though. From my understanding, this ship is fully booked. It looks like this is where the line starts. We just showed our boarding pass here, and now I guess we go straight into departures and skip this line here. These might be for the people that have earlier boarding times, or later rather. And up we go. I'm feeling the deja vu already. Feels good to be back here. It's definitely less congested in here than when I boarded the Carnival Celebration, but it still looks like there's a lot of people here. Well, I am officially checked in. We just have our boarding pass here now, and the only thing left to do is board, and then when I get on board, do my muster drill. There she is, the P&O Iona. Almost on board. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially on board.
Officially on board.
The P&O. Thank you.
Just have your boarding pass for scanning.
Will do, thank you. Officially on board the P&O Iona. Oh, here we are. The P&O Iona. Very simple, but in a way, elegant. So of course, we're gonna go check into our muster station, get all that out of the way, safety first, then we'll go check into our room, and then we'll do some exploring. We have met our first star of the show. What's your name, bro?
I'm Joel from the Philippines.
Joel? Make sure you guys say hey to Joel in the comments. Yeah, this is nice. Wow. Ocean Studios. Now, I'm just going to do a scan through, and we'll do the same thing later. I'm not going to give you a full ship tour, but we'll break everything down as we go along. Well, that was quicker than I thought it was going to be. No line, no wait, no fuss, no muss, none of that. They just checked my boarding pass here, and now I'm officially good to go, so we're going to go ahead and check into our cabin. The elevators are right over here. However, my room is down on deck 4. We're on 6 now. We're going to go ahead and walk. They don't show odds or evens for the cabin numbers like most American ships. However, it's pretty simple to figure out. Port side or left side is going to be evens. Starboard side or right side is going to be odds. I am on the even side. My room key was right in this little cubby here, just like they do with all Carnival ships. This ship is owned by the Carnival Corporation, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and open her up and see what we're working with. Just scan this guy here. Right, yes. And then we just go ahead and... Oh! It's automatic. That's cool. Oh, look how spacious this room is. I didn't get a balcony this time. I got an ocean view. Unfortunately, it was the only one that they had left. I don't know what's going on with this situation. I'm the only person staying in the room. I guess maybe this is the standard, or maybe I'm here with a ghost. Casper, are you in here? Maybe he'll be on this side and I'll be on that side. I'll give you guys a quick walkthrough of the room. Of course, you have the beds. You have the shelves over here. You have a lounging area over here. The curtains are here on this side. A chair, TV, of course. Pretty nice desk. It's large. Definitely gonna get some work done while I'm over here. Of course, you have this mirror. Hey, how you doing? And we have some closet space. Let's see what we're looking like in here. Oh yeah, plenty of room, especially if you were, let's say, sharing with somebody. Which is adequate enough for 2 people. Definitely. The bed situation sucks. I'm gonna try to get that fixed and resolved as soon as possible. Pause. I just realized that this is an accessible room. No brainer, seeing that everything's automatic and it's as spacious as it is. Accessible, aka a handicap room. Don't worry, I did not take this room from somebody that may actually need it, that may be in a wheelchair or a walker or something of that nature. This was the only room that they had left, and P&O was fine with me taking it. So for all of you out there, don't freak out, okay? And I paid my money like everybody else. Like I was saying, we'll check out the bathroom. The door is automatic. It will open for you. And just a little note for you, yes, the accessible rooms typically are larger because people may be in a wheelchair, so they do need space to get around. And the bathroom is also larger. So if you have the money and you're willing to try to get your hands on one of these, they have it available. I would definitely recommend jumping on it in the event that they are available and nobody needs it. Now, the price of this ocean view cabin cost just shy of $2,200. That does, of course, include the port fees and taxes, a 7-day cruise over to Norway, and 65 random dollars of onboard credit. Now, another side note here, I've also noticed that for P&O, they don't have an app for P&O over here in the UK. However, they have one for P&O over in Australia, which is their sister brand. And Well, things have been kind of confusing, even as far as getting like a drink package or just kind of solidifying things like, well, if I'm getting a single or double bed. I haven't really figured all of it out yet. Just keep in mind this is my first time sailing with P&O, so there's going to be some kinks for me to kind of work and figure out as far as their system. So we are going to get out of here and do a little exploring, but before we do, I figured out how we can book all of the spa and all the events, the theater shows and everything. So basically, since they don't have an app, you just go to the website and then they have a digital code. You sign on to the Wi-Fi when you get here, and that is how you do it. This is also with this pamphlet here, how you know what's going on as far as the events throughout the day, and they also have some digital displays outside as well. As we start this little adventure, just keep in mind that I have never been on a P&O ship before, so I have no idea where I'm going. This is not a tour or anything like that. I'm seeing all this for the first time, just like all of you fine folk, and I just know not to go back that way. My room steward told me you're here, that is the after back of the ship, and there's nothing going on, at least on this deck. So we're just gonna work our way up and see what we find. We are gonna work our way up little by little. As you can see, we're on deck 4. Looks like all of the things to do as far as the bars and venues are between deck 5 and 8. Cabins between 9 and 5, at least the top cabins, and then we have 16 all the way to 19. So this isn't gonna be a tour, but we're just gonna kind of walk around and see what we can find. Before we get to the good stuff, since deck 5 is just one deck up, I do wanna go to the front part or forward part of the ship and check out the gym before we get started. Oh yeah, this will work just fine. I've been trying to get back to working out again. Now, all I need is a dance studio of some sort so I can get back to practicing too. Oh, my prayers have been answered. I'm going to try to come in here at least an hour a day, throw myself on the ground a little bit. Now that that's out of the way, we're up on deck 6. See what they got going on up here. So there is the Oasis Spa and Health Club. And right here also forward is the HT Headliners Theater. Limelight Club is also here on deck 6 forward. I haven't been in there yet, but I do know they use this venue for some events. I believe out here we have it's the Grand Atrium. So it's like the kind of main sitting and lounging area, at least for indoors, here on board the P&O Iona. Very nice area. This is where I boarded actually. So if you look up, it does go up like any other atrium. From deck 6 all the way to deck 8. Just remember guys, this is not a full cruise ship tour that would take me literally all day, and this would be an hour-long video. I'm just skimming through to give you guys an idea, and I'm learning myself along the way. This is a view of deck 7, one deck up on the Grand Atrium, and this style here kind of reminds me of like a hybrid between Carnival's newer ships, like the Celebration and Mardi Gras over in this area. If you look at all the silver and design, kind of reminds me of an MSC. MSC is more European, so I guess it does make a little bit more sense, but yeah, maybe that's just me. Looks like primarily on this deck, it's more shops than anything. Like I said, I'm just kind of scanning through, but this is just kind of the idea. Every ship has like a shop deck and one that has more of like the bar and main events. More shops. I believe there's more down here as well. Oh yeah, this is without a doubt the shopping district. My theory was definitely correct here. This area here in the aft or back of the ship is the Coral Restaurant. Down below, they also have the Pearl Restaurant. I'm gonna assume this is more so like the main dining area. One deck up on deck 8 in the aft or back of the ship, this is the clubhouse. This venue is gonna double for a lot of events as well as the nightclub area. So of course I'm gonna be spending some time here while I'm on board. Towards the middle to back of the ship, we do have different vendors here. There's a fish and chip spot, we have an Asian kitchen. You wanna get some curry, noodles. And then also down the way here, they have a third spot, American Grill. You can get burgers. Over this way, you can get chicken. And from what I understand, how's it going? From my understanding, it's pretty good. Just past this other area where the food is down here, they do have an Indian spot called Sindhu. I'm definitely gonna be eating here because the menu, from desserts to the main entrees, look absolutely delicious. They have duck, they have curry. Sounds like a good time. Hey, look, a candy store. We've now made our way to the top of the Grand Atrium. Deck 8, got Keel and Cow, looks like a bar. There's bars literally all over the place here. And of course you have the view of the rest of the atrium. Go outside here and check out the promenade. It's so interesting to see that so many cruise lines are now adopting this outside promenade area, just seeing the changes for the future. MSC is doing this a lot, especially with this bridge here. Some Carnival ships are doing something similar to this. Not a bad idea. It's pretty cool. It's nice seeing these outside areas, especially this little bridge area here. So we are running on borrowed time here. We're getting ready to do the sail away party soon. There's a couple different activities going on. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way up to 16 and quickly show you guys the rest of the ship. Here we are, deck 16, and we're gonna check out what is, I've heard is a pretty favorited area. This is the Sky Dome. As you can see, this is pretty nice. It's enclosed, keeping the elements of the weather out of the way. And they also have shows that they run over here. I don't know if you see this rigging here for these aerial shows that they'll be checking out. I'm definitely gonna check these out later on today. We just came out of that door there, and it looks like we are starting to sail away, so we're gonna hurry this bad boy up. Over here, of course, we have some hot tubs, and I believe there's more up here, but we're just gonna take a look around, see what we find. Oh, nice, they have chests up here. There are a lot of ups and downs here on the top decks, but at least if anybody wants to get all the way to the top, they have an elevator here for your assistance. And of course, you have the sky dome. As we're sailing away, it seems like people are gathering down this way more than anything. And I believe like one deck down, they're supposed to be having at least one of the sail away party type deals. There's a couple of them going on around the ship. So we'll take a look around and see what we find. Well, here's the aft. I think something's supposed to be going on here as we sail away. We have an infinity pool over here. Up one more deck, I believe deck 20, we have miniature golf. They have the panorama bar and grill and a lot of people. So down on the lower decks, there are a lot more going on. We had deck 17 all the way down to 16. More hot tubs, more people, and another infinity pool. By the way, I do apologize. This video is a giant mess and it's all over the place. Like I said, it's my first time sailing with P&O, and with no app, I can't really even get a good read on what each venue is, on how to book any of the dining experiences, any of the shows, because this is not a freestyle type of cruise from what I can see. You can't just walk up and do whatever you want all willy-nilly. So personally, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I wonder if I can even go see any of the shows. I'm assuming people already booked them. They might be full, and well, I guess we'll see soon enough. So while I'm here blabbing away, and there doesn't appear to be any kind of crazy sail away party taking place that you typically see on an American-based cruise line like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian, or even MSC, just to give you guys a couple facts about this vessel, this ship, the P&O Iona, was built in the year 2020. However, due to the unfortunate COVID pandemic, she didn't take her first sailing until August of 2021. This ship holds 5,200 passengers, cost $950 million to build, has 16 decks, and is the second newest ship in the P&O family. Yeah, this is definitely a calmer vibe than I would typically see on a cruise ship, which is fitting, seeing as we're not going out of Miami to the Caribbean, we're not going to the Med, we're going to Norway. Either way, I'm excited for this trip. This should be a lot of fun. By the way, before it opens up, I just realized I never showed you guys the casino here. As always, I never know if this is a good or a bad casino, because as I always say, I don't gamble, the house always wins. You wanna know how I know this isn't your typical American cruise? The casino behind me is open. I thought it was closed when I came here and got some footage, but nobody's there. I guess the deals maybe aren't as good in the UK? I don't know. I will do some investigating a little bit later. I won't be playing anything. However, I want to see if there's people there. Maybe because it's the start of the cruise and the sail away, things are done a little bit differently here in the UK. But for now, I got to go online and book all of my events and everything and shows for tonight. So I'll see you guys when I'm all clean and showered and shiny and new. So it is now 8:30 p.m. I'm gonna get some food after this show here, but right now we have to head up to Deck 6 to the Headliners Theater to check out their first production show, Digital. I am really curious to see what the production shows are like for P&O. Keep in mind, like I said, guys, this is not a freestyle type of cruise. Everything is a reservation only. And then I believe they have an overflow in case some other people don't show up and there's room available. Not bad. This is a nice theater. Very, very nice. I'll have to look it up later, but if I remember correctly, this looks almost exactly like the MSC theater on their newest ship, the Seascape. Very similar. Maybe they have the same shipbuilder.
No, electronic mails didn't become widespread until the World Wide Web was invented.
Right.
Barcelona.
Nico Marinero. Steven Seagal.
Well, that was one show down. Now, before I eat, there is another show over by the pool called Spark or the Sky Dome. I want to check that one out first. I think we're going to try one of these spots here. Definitely not fish and chips. Asian sounds nice. So there's the Asian spot and there's the burger spot. Which one? Which one? I decided to try the sweet and sour stir fry. Looks pretty good. In case you guys are wondering, whether you decide to pick the fish and chip spot over there, the Asian spot, or the American Grill where you can get hamburgers, it's all free of charge. Well, that was very different, but fun. However, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap this video up. I'm going to go walk around, see all the little giblets that's going on for the nightlife activities. It's the first day, so it's probably going to be a little chill. We do have a C-Day tomorrow, so I guess 50-50 chance that it's, I guess, popping, wild, interactive, energetic. We'll see. But of course, guys, let me know your thoughts on this first day in the comment section below. You guys are sell P&O and you think I should do something while I'm here, also let me know. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and just know that I love each and every one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.